Well, now I'm number 2 in the federal court system. They wouldn't let me up to the Court of Appeals to file my papers. They're still going by that phony order, making sure that I have a escort in the building. Well, if I've got a marshal escort, why can't I actually go up to the clerk's office? There's nothing in it that says I can't go up to the clerk's office with the escort. This is nothing but a scam 101, and I'm tired, folks. I'm tired. I had a long talk with the marshal down there while we were waiting in the lobby and waiting for everybody else. And once again, I'm going to have to subpoena the video of the lobby of the court because it's all recorded. It shows how humiliating it is to have to defend a fraudulent unsigned order. And, are we going to stand for this in this country? Are we going to sit back and lay down and say, well, look, if you're a lawyer or a judge, you can steal anything you want? We went through this when we, before. We went through it when we robbed the Indians of their lands and their properties. We went through it when the West opened the West to settlers, and the settlers would go out in good faith and they'd claim land, and lawyers and large corporations would come in with a friend of the court, and they would steal their titles and kill their families. This is happening too often, folks, and history has to repeat itself, and it is repeating itself. So, we just have to keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting. I told the marshals that they have no basis whatsoever to restrict me from that courthouse. They have no evidence whatsoever that I ever recorded anything against them or anything. It's a sham. It's a sham. And now each and every one of them are sworn officers of the court. They're committing perjury after perjury after perjury, enforcing this sham bullshit order. I did get all my stuff date stamped, and I will be filing all of them online. But I'm not giving up, folks. I'm not giving up on Sherry Evelyn. This is a message for outreach to any lawyer in the United States of America who is willing to go up against RLI Insurance Company and go after the bond of Leonard Wilson Esquire, who took out $18,000 of the estate money without even being lawfully appointed, and buying a bond of $5 million, and then turning right around the same day and saying that the estate had no assets whatsoever. And now they're in court in Cecil County, Maryland, once again, trying to steal the last property of the victim, Sherry Evelyn, and her siblings. There's been 4 people murdered on that property. 4 people were murdered on that property, including Sherry's sister. You can't get records of any of that. Okay? Just check the earlier videos when I was up in Elton on the 6th of November, 6th of March. and then back in February, and back in January for Sherry Edelman's cases on this channel. And you will see the disgusting, miserable, criminal misconduct of these alleged attorneys and judges. And can anybody get justice? No. It's unobtainable here in the United States of America anymore. It's not, you know. And then the marshal said to me, "Well, can't you move out of the country?" I'm not going to surrender my legacy, my legal rights to a bunch of thieving, lying lawyers and judges. You know, I'm going to stand up and fight for them. You know, and I'm asking again, I'm pleading, is there any lawyer in the state of Delaware that will reopen Sherry's case up there against Cecil County? There's a $5 million bond that she can go after for breach of contract plus damages caused by Leonard Wilson, judge, and the 7 judges in Cecil County who've already recused themselves. They all recused themselves, but yet they still can. I mean, you got a new judge now that works that was under the tutelage of James Delmeyer, who is the attorney for Leonard Wilson, who was behind this theft from day one. And now you have a judge who was appointed that's trying to gift away her property to this phony corporation. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. That's all I can say. It's got to stop. I know I sound like I'm ranting, but my losses are minimal compared to what Sherry Edelman's were. Under the Maryland Declaration of Rights, she has the absolute right to be set straight, to have this incursion not come into her life and go and file in any court in the United States. There is no honest court in the United States, folks. It's all controlled by banks. The judges are all controlled by banks. The lawyers are all, you know, bar members. Everybody is covering up for each other. I'll put my record up against any lawyer's record anywhere. Not one thing that I've said on any of my true videos can be disproven. If they want to lock me up, they want to take my rights, they're probably going to want to kill me. I don't give a shit. I'm going to make a living. I'm going to make a statement for all the victims of this corporate corruption in our country. It's a national embarrassment. It's a worldwide embarrassment that we have Donald John Trump bankrupting this country. The U.S. Treasury just said yesterday that we're $174 trillion in debt. From $2.2 trillion in 2002. That should say something. And with these wars going on in three continents, all of them are going to get away and walk away. They're going to have lawyers going to court and lie for them, and the taxpayers of this country are going to be left holding the bag. once again, if anybody knows any lawyer or legal help center or public defender, anybody in public you can't trust anymore. All they're in there for is they get that paycheck, and then they abandon their clients, and their oath of office means nothing. Their loyalty to the Constitution of the United States means nothing. We are in sad shape, folks. So this will be my last report for the 25th day of March 2026. God bless everyone and have a great day. I'm going to see if I can get to Janice Grenadier. She has a website that I can post all these filings that I filed today and all the other ones. And I'm starting a new foundation. It's a foundation. It's the Concerned Citizens for Justice, and we hope that we can make a difference in somebody's lives in the future. So God bless everyone. Have a wonderful day. George McDermott.